edit a pie chart element, click on the Edit icon, and an Edit Chart window will become available. While there's a lot of information that can be provided, you will only need to provide a few fields of information to create a valuable pie chart. An SQL statement defines your pie chart. If you aren't familiar with SQL, the programming language used to create databases and manage data, you can still build pie charts because the SQL statement used to build them is very simple and always has the same structure. It requires 4 clauses. The first clause is the select clause. Here we're going to provide the table name and column name storing the data that you want to chart, followed by the expression count, which is written as follows. Your next clause will be called the from clause, and here you will simply put the table name where the column resides having the data you want to chart. Next is the group by clause. Again, here you simply put the table name and column name that you want to chart, followed by the order by clause with, again, the table name and column name. Now, if you are unfamiliar with the underlying data structure of your system and want to know how you can view table and columns, please go to the Viewing Tables and Columns tutorial included in this training. Now, for this demonstration, we are going to chart subjects by their enroll status. That data is stored in the subject table and include status column of the demonstration database. So I have now replaced my table name and column name with subject.include status in the select clause. In the from clause, I'm going to include the subject table, and then I'm going to just copy subject.include status here in the select clause and put it down here in group by and order by, and I've now created the select statement that will drive my pie chart. The last place I'm going to put my table name and column name is in the decode slice name field below the SQL statement. This will create nice and readable labels on the pie chart driven from lookup values for the include status field that are already stored in the database. At a minimum, this is all I have to do to create a pie chart in QuesGen. I'm going to add a few more bells and whistles to get the pie chart to be just as I want it. First, I'm going to add a header, and I'm going to call it subjects by enroll status. And I'm going to save that header information. I'm then going to go to subheader, and I'm not going to include a subheader for this pie chart because I feel like subject by enroll status defines the pie chart clearly enough. I'm going to save that setting. Lastly, I'm going to go down to the legend section, and for this pie chart I am not going to show a legend because I believe the labels on the pie chart will be self-explanatory. I'm going to save those settings. I'm now going to go back up and save my general settings, which were my SQL statement and my decode value, which I didn't do when I finished those. I'm going to dismiss the pie chart window, refresh my YForm, and down below, we'll see now that I have a new pie chart subject by enroll status.